the problem with dating an embarrassing guy is no one wants to talk about it. But everyone is so like, but then this guy will talk about it at some point and then he'll play everyone. So however embarrassing the guy you're dating is, talk about it. Hi guys, welcome back to Moment of Silence Pod. I'm Sakshi Shivdasani.
I'm Nana Bhan. And that's it. There's
There's
no
no
one else.
guest. Y'all are so mean to our guests. Like they're just normal, regular people. But today is not about our guests because now no, everyone is scared to come. Okay, that's fine. That's fully fine. But today is about the vibes, and just because we don't have guests doesn't mean we can't have drama.
That's true. I haven't had coffee today, so I'm still energizing myself. It's early in the morning, but you bitches are watching this at 7 p.m. like vampires with bloodlust, like kuch to bol, kuch kand to kar, say something funny.
Someone recently messaged me saying like I love the pod because you and Nana sit like two unhinged gundis in the episodes that it's just the two of y'all. And I was like, me or very like I'm trying to go for a clean girl aesthetic.
It doesn't work.
I'm here today. I'm here today with my Pakka herbal infusion to really put in the fact that I am a clean girl. And while we sip this herbal infusion, we are going to spill some tea, as one does.
Yeah.
We're in our auntie era.
Fully into it. It's so we're starting with the three teas. We're starting with
It's
the
not a tea,
active.
it's not a tea.
Fuck off, man. There are three herbal infusions. We're starting with the active energy one. This has ashwagandha and tulsi. I'm steeping mine for like 10 minutes because I want a medium brew. Sakshi has no chill, so she's gotten straight into it. What's happening in your life?
Okay, so I have some beef, okay, with someone, and I like it's just a fun story. I'm not actually affected at all by it. But in like December, okay, first of all, I've not been on a date since December because I'm just beyond it. I'm better than dating now. I've resigned to living alone for the rest of my life. But I
She's
went.
living so alone, she committed to hanging the paintings up in her house.
I was waiting कि कोई आदमी आएगा, then I won't make the house so girly. But now I've realized no one's coming to save my home decor. So the house is fucking pink. But that's not the point. The point is, I went on a date in December, okay? And he was like a chill guy. And we were like discussing deepest, darkest secrets as one does on a first date. And I was like, my worst fear, which is not my worst fear, but it's up there, is someone spreading a rumor that I have BO. Okay? Like, because y'all see me and I'm like talking shit, so y'all are like, maybe she smells like shit. And I'm like, I have no way of disputing that rumor. So even if I eat something, I tell everyone, guys, I'm so sorry, I'm smelling something. I'm really conscious about it, okay? And then I ghosted him. Okay. With a fun date, not memorable. So I ghosted him. Now I was like, sure, whatever. I don't think he gives a fuck. In the last 5 months, I have like in every reel of mine, there'll be one random anonymous account saying Sakshi smells really bad, or like Sakshi's like just like the worst smelling person in the world, and obviously I delete them. But then like on Reddit threads randomly about random people, it'll be like Sakshi smells really bad.
I have a lot to say.
What's up?
First is that
Says I smell bad, I start crying
no,
and I leave.
I think our friendship purely like was based on the fact that you don't smell bad to start with. You know,
Oh yeah, Naina's really sensitive to smell.
I'm very sensitive
No,
to
but
smell.
one sec. Because
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian says she's sensitive to smells, and everyone says that Kanye smells really badly, so people think it's a cup.
Yeah, but that's like when you're with your partner in your home, right? You kind of get immune to that smell. But I texted Sakshi online like any fan. So when she finally met me in person, my one big hope was like, two big hopes was like, don't be different in person because everyone disappoints you when you meet them in person. And the second was, please don't be like, please don't smell.
Stanky ass
Please don't
bitch.
be, yeah.
Like,
please.
it's really like, and I understand, okay, it's difficult to smell good in Bombay because it's humid as fuck.
It's the Olympics
But-
of BO, bro.
But I don't hug people if I'm sweaty. I don't hug people, period. But like this fucker knows, and I'm not gonna unblock him to tell him like, hey, please stop telling people I smell bad. But this is my most, you know, people talk shit on Reddit all the time. This is the only one where I genuinely from my heart felt like going and disputing it. I didn't do it. Someone else was defending me, but I sound so guilty.
I just want to clear that Sakshi smells so pleasant at all times. At all times. And the second thing I want to say is that, you know, I'm usually the person who's like crying to Sakshi, like, oh, this girl, she said something mean about me. And Sakshi doesn't get affected by anything.
Yeah,
And
but this is my worst
bro,
fear.
the day she sent me that screenshot, I was like, who is this motherfucker? And how the hell did he figure out that one thing that
It's
got under her skin? It was you, sir. You might be an awful person, but you are an artist.
You
Like,
know,
that
it's
was
not
the
easy. The task you have done is not easy, and I hope the next time I'm smelly, you smell it. Like in like a, that's an insult. Like you know,
Is that an insult?
yeah, like telling
I've
some.
heard so much shit come out of your mouth that was like the most.
I'm a very conscious person. I'm a lady.
Okay, let's get into some
Actual,
Let's
actual
get into
tea. Yeah,
actual
okay,
tea.
okay.
Ek to, you know, all these guest episodes, I think what has happened is that the Mossies are very upset. They're like,
Yeah.
what happened to our bhadas? Where should we put
That's
that?
true.
So last night at 10 p.m. when we put out that AMA on the internet, till 5 a.m. we've gotten emails with bhadas.
And I realized that everyone else in the team has their notifications for email on. Like, why would you do that to yourself? It's the most irritating notification.
But I want to say that I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry we didn't realize that you weren't feeling heard through our guest episode. So we're here to listen and we're here to sip some herbal infusion while we do it. Let's get into it.
I'm damn excited.
You want to do the first one?
No, you do.
Okay. I guess I'm
Spoken
the
enough.
Aishwarya of this group. Okay, so basically, this is going to sound insane, but well, my grandfather's a senior citizen playboy. He has a mistress in Banaras. He's well over 75 at least, I'm sure. People know of it, but of course, everyone is hush hush about it. Long story short, he was in his room and our neighbors saw him naked through the window. He was on FaceTime with that woman. How the fuck do grandparents figure out technology? I'm going to come back to that.
Yeah.
The neighbors called my mom, and obviously we didn't know what to do because how does one bring up?
What a nosy fucking neighbor.
I swear. So we just let it happen and got his windows tinted a few days later. The space we make for men.
You know,
No
so real.
inconvenience. P.S. He also used to go meet her in Banaras. This was about 2 years ago. He doesn't live with us anymore. Good riddance.
God forbid a man, 75-year-old man, has a active sex life.
Listen.
What's
I just got into this heated discussion the other day with my friends and their moms, etc. And we were just talking about the general level of turkiness in men, age no bar. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, my friend is saying, I'm like at my grandmother's house trying to serve tea to a group of geriatrics. And every time I bend down to serve chai, one old man looks through my t-shirt at my tits. And they're my grandmom's friends. So I'm like,
That's so interesting because I thought old people are just attracted to other old people.
no. Old people are attracted to young people, aka Leonardo DiCaprio's entire dating history.
Yeah, but I thought that was the anomaly, not the norm.
It's the normally. It's
Okay.
not the anomaly.
Okay. No, but okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's no grandmother in the picture.
Why?
Because-
He was the mistress. She was the mistress.
But now is the grandmother still around? What is she doing?
Have you seen Rocky Rani ki Prem Kahani?
Yeah,
Who was gonna tell Jaya Bachchan that?
that's so true. That's so true. You know, the Jaya Bachchan is the victim in Rocky
that
Rani
movie.
Ki
Yeah.
Prem Kahani.
Yeah.
Yeah, because means what do you mean you couldn't marry her in your youth, so now you'll cheat on your wife? And you know the problem with old people is they could be horrible humans in their youth. But you see one old man eating soup by himself in Shiv Sagar, and you feel so bad for him. And then after, like, stop and be like, why is he alone? What if his kids hate him? Like, he must have done some really horrible things to be a lonely old man. And my dad was like, actually, no one else was free for soup at Shiv Sagar. That's why I was alone. But I'm like, if an old person is actually lonely and his kids don't talk to him, he must have done something shitty. I'm not going to be an old person. Whoa, that's time up
That's not time
for
up.
the grandfather. Get out.
I thought like.
But
Okay, one second. Okay.
say he's single, what's the problem
No
with
problem.
him sexting?
I was gonna say that. Like, why are we like yucking some man's yum? Enjoy your life. Like,
Yeah.
enjoy your sex life. If you can get it up at 75, babe, share your secrets. Is it ashwagandha? I don't know.
I genuinely think old people sexting will be more respectful.
I think it'll be so poetic. Imagine like one Rumi verse, like prose. Your
Means there are illiterate grandparents also roomy verse.
imagine
Everyone's
one
got a-
grandmom emoji with a bangan emoji with a fire emoji. I want to know what move that is.
The grandmom just makes bangan ka bharta and sends a snap back.
Oh no, but I want to say, firstly, I'm really happy you guys tinted his windows, and I hope that is not because he was a man. Even if your grandmom was sexting someone, please tint her
It's
windows.
equality.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what our problem is.
Yeah.
And to your neighbors, what the fuck?
चुगली खोर एक तो तू अब मेरे घर के अंदर देखेगा then you'll call my kids and be like, oh, actually he was wanking his meat. Like, look away. Some respect.
You know, this is what I ask. If I am like a teenager and I'm experimenting with cigarettes for the first time in the park behind my house, you don't need to tell my parents.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Not your, like,
It's not your business.
not your circus, not your monkeys.
If
like,
I'm an old man FaceTiming my mistress,
he's in a long distance relationship.
he's inside his house.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you?
Would you rather he stare at your granddaughter? No,
Yeah,
those are not
no.
the two options.
Those are not the
actually.
two. Let's not do would you
I
rather
can't-
formats.
No, yes. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yum.
Yeah. This is the active energy one.
I'm
right?
feeling damn energetic.
Nana's not had her coffee, so that's a big thing. Okay, so the story is this. There is this shady looking uncle in my society whose kids are also very weird. But the wife is from some political family.
Intergenerational.
Shadiness. But the wife is from some political family, so they're rich. Okay, so then they're allowed to be weird. Now, this girl walks into the society who is mad hot, and the oldest son starts talking her up. And yeah, how can I help you? Bullshit. And she goes, I am looking for my father, and he lives on this floor, etc. And guess who the father is?
Who is
That shady creep whose son was hitting on the hot girl.
Oh.
He had an entire different family living 3 kilometers away. The auntie later came down and was talking to someone on the phone saying, "Ha, pata lagao and niptao is chakkar ko," and slapped the uncle and fucking left. And the son was processing that he had made a pass at his stepsister. The fact that all this happened between 3 of us and we were warned to keep it to ourselves is crazy.
One sec, what? Can you please? Sorry, I've
Okay,
not figured
there's
this out.
family.
Yeah.
Okay. And one day, this other girl comes to the society and she's hot as fuck. So the son of that family starts flirting with her. And she's like, I'm actually looking for my father. And they have the same father because that father has a whole different family living only 3 kilometers away. Talk about fucking lazy. Men can't even cheat nicely. That's my hot take. If you want to cheat, you cheat well.
My hot take is if your two families live 3 kilometers away,
Joint family.
no, yeah, that's a different hot take. I was going to say at least then you can to and fro without wasting time. You can be there for both sets of kids, for
But-
both sets of wives.
But like, see, the thing is, when 3 kilometers away.
Yeah.
That means I still like coffee from one shop that's 1.5 kilometers away, 1.5 kilometers away. Won't I ever run into my other family when I'm with one family?
Sure. But I guess that's a risk he's willing to take. He's willing to take. Like, he's willing to, like, imagine if those two ended up together. Oh my God. Wait. Do you know there's that like ancestry thing?
Yeah. The
So
sperm donor thing.
the sperm donor thing
Yeah,
where that one
100
guy,
kids
yeah,
in one small town. Insane. But I know a lot of people with two families, sadly. And I know both the families, and apparently the two families don't know that the others exist. Or like it's always like the wait, I'm being very vague because there are people involved, but there'll be one man who has a whole family, and then he is also dating, not married to, the more modern woman who's okay, who know like one woman knows about the entire like I'm with a married man, etc., who has kids, but the wife doesn't know.
okay. So then my question is, do you think when people have multiple families that all the people involved are a little complicit because you choose to ignore like flags, red flags or whatever in front of you? Or do you think someone can successfully just have no trace?
I think it is possible to have no trace in like if you travel a lot for work and it's in a different city, because honestly, how would you know? But I did read. So you know how like your Instagram algo or your TikTok algo, if I have like everyone's contact saved on my phone, sometimes a mutual contact can show up on my feed.
Yeah.
So if like both parties are posting on the internet, you can kind of figure out that, oh, my husband is actually at her house when he says he's going on a trip. You know,
The more you know.
the more you post. Like I would say oversharing on the internet is how information spreads and it stops you from dating someone with another family.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I just don't ever want to
There's
get.
also those Facebook groups which is like, are we dating the same guy? And it's city specific. You know,
Let's just
God
normalize.
forbid women get smart. Why are you making faces?
I'm saying let's just normalize putting air tags in our partners like pockets.
Yeah. Only
Women can do it. To
if
men.
yeah. Only straight relationships from the women's side.
Okay. Blair from Gossip Girl used
yeah.
to stitch hearts on Nate's sleeve.
Bro, the next guy I date has to get a tattoo of my name on his forehead. Means it's done now. I'm not taking the risk anymore. I'm not putting myself out there for someone unless they have a Sakshi's bitch tattooed on their forehead.
Bro, this is the other conversation we've been having a lot, which is that why are women doing all the work to get to reintegrate into a modern society which has arguably even less space for them?
I have a hot-ish take. I
Yeah.
don't think it's a hot take coming from me, but the men loneliness epidemic is because men can't just integrate with like they have archaic beliefs, so no one wants to hang out with y'all. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
So
who's
they're
gonna
not
tell
be
you?
lonely. I will tell them. One lonely man at a time.
I really want to hang out with my guy friends again. I really do. But I just want all of you to go for little therapy, like once in 2 months. Just little check-in. Like, am I
Yeah.
absolutely fucking nuts? No. Or not.
Means about others.
Okay. I hooked up with my mom's friend's son, who I found out is bi after I ended up at their house after a faceless grinder invite. He invited me after he figured out it's me, but I didn't know it was him. Let me know if that makes sense.
I got it.
So he's bi.
Yeah.
So
Nothing.
so
But the shady part is that the friend's son figured out that he was talking to someone he knows. But the son didn't like it was a faceless encounter.
oh.
So he was like, if you knew who I was, why didn't you just WhatsApp me instead of doing a faceless thing on Grindr?
This is so Nate from Euphoria.
Yeah. I mean, are we really disputing why someone wanted to stay in the closet? Like, there are a lot of valid reasons, but I get it. I get that you feel betrayed, but
It's done.
It's done.
You want to bring up the fact that someone spread a fucking another rumor about you and then
Oh, yeah. There's this girl going around telling people that we dated, but we didn't date. I don't know what's going on. But you know what? I feel like I'm really ass deep in gossip about me these days because I switched on Google alerts for my name. So, which I think was great when I didn't have anxiety. But now that I have anxiety, it really itches my brain because I'm like a detective, right? So I know exactly who's talking what shit about me. And it never got to me. But now I'm like, I don't want to be associated with these people.
100%. The best thing for my anxiety has been to not go on Reddit.
And you know what? God forbid a woman ghosts 5 people and they get offended. It's very rude.
You can't ghost 5 people, but this guy can have 2 families 3 kilometers
Sick.
apart, and
Like,
everyone's
you
like,
know,
"Hum saath,
justice for
saath
me."
hai."
It's sick what happens to women in this country.
Should we move on to the next set of gossip?
Yeah, I also want to try the other flavor of the Pakka herbal infusion. Is it herbal or herbal?
I will stick with herbal.
You know, I asked, like, so I've been talking to ChatGPT a lot.
Yeah.
And ChatGPT says herbal.
You know, yesterday we were interviewing the CEO of Instagram,
Adam Mosseri.
Adam Mosseri, great guy. But my fear the whole time was that I was going to put on an
Code
accent,
switch.
fully code switch, because I saw it happen worst, and I'm going to throw you under the bus to King at Khan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, that cannot be me.
But you
cannot
know,
be.
it's very easy to code switch sometimes because, like, it's the thing, right? People who are from like more developed countries, ka accent, third world country people end up following when they're talking
Yeah.
to them. Like, my brother is married to a Dutch woman, and anytime his mom is saying something that his wife said, she tends to put on an accent like she used to. And we had to tell her, like, hey, just say it normally. But it's like,
You're you're
Yeah.
just code switch. I've also like grown up on so much foreign television that I'm
Yeah.
like itching to get practice out of my Valley Girl accent and my Texan accent. Like, have you ever watched Forrest Gump and you just do the accent?
no.
Well, I think I succeeded. I just apparently, according to Sakshi, I said London.
She was like, so my sister's in London. And then she continued in her normal accent. And the thing with me is now, just don't know how to talk any other way. So I see a white person, I'm like,
She's like, Adam.
I have to talk like this only.
Come on now,
like,
Adam.
I'm really like that. And I have no problem with that. I'm like, what's the point of putting on an accent? Anyway, I sound dumb in whichever accent. So might as well stick to one that at least I know properly.
Best is we're trying to make him try Indian snacks and we can't figure out how to speak in English.
Bro, he was like, what's kaju katli? So we said cashew. And then I said barfi. Because barfi is global now. See, the thing is, you're going to take
The
my dupatta
only
and call it
global
a
barfi.
Scandinavian scarf. Then you learn what a barfi is.
The only global barfi is Radhika Seth's dog.
That's so true. That is so true.
Yeah.
And he's very cute.
Yeah, he is very cute. Moving on to the next herbal infusion. Herbal infusion. Yeah.
Relax.
All right, we took a break to switch out our herbal infusion and to switch out the vibe. Okay. Now we're going into the digestive herbal infusion. This one has mint and ginger. It's for digestive.
100% natural. I'm damn excited.
Caffeine free.
Yeah.
Perfect. So we're going to our next section where we share your secrets that you don't want to share with anybody else, with everyone on this platform. Hi, guys. So my sister cheated on her boyfriend and I caught her with another man. And she promised me not to tell anyone. And I won't because, duh, she's my sister. We've always had each other's backs. But here I am texting more. But I low-key feel bad for her boyfriend as well because even though he's pretty annoying, he does really like her. But my sister has done something for me. She's also covered up for me a lot in the past and we're really close. I'm so conflicted over this lol. Anyways, I love you all.
I get it because, like, you can't. I mean, I think I just have a big fat mouth, is my problem. So I would not be able to keep a secret. But I understand if you have to keep anyone's cheating secret, it has to be your sister's.
Yeah.
If you must.
Maybe not your father's.
No.
No.
Your father?
Your father.
No.
That 3 kilometer family?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe your mother. Not your father.
There's a girl at Ariana. Used to be my friend, now just a bitch. It's a relatable experience. When I got engaged, she said, "How could you before me?" Fully jealous. Then I found out she was texting my fiance behind my back, playing the victim, talking about her family issues.
What the fuck?
Later that year, I felt seriously sick. Not a 2-3 day type sickness, more like I couldn't move, but all the tests were normal. She started visiting, often with soup, flowers, chocolates, even took care of my mom and was there for her, but in a pretending to be caring manner. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure, but I knew something was up. Then her mom comes up to me shouting, "Stay away from her. You've turned my daughter into a monster. She's been doing black magic for months now. We don't know what to do, blah, blah, blah." I'm standing there barely trying to digest the fact that as to why I'm getting sucked into something so random. We eventually found out 18 voodoo dolls in my room when we moved, and she actually even admitted to it. Honestly, I can't believe someone would stoop so low. The fuck? Just not. No.
I want to see this fiance. Who is this man that has compelled you to make 18 voodoo dolls? Means what? Like, bro, if I felt sick and I found out some bitch was doing black magic on me, I would be so PO'd. Like, don't fuck with me. Like, take whatever you want from me. My health, don't fuck with, bro. Like, we don't have, like, Nena and I to shower with salt water every day. Like, we can't have this shit happen. But that's insane. In the second paragraph where she was like, oh, she was taking care of my mom and all. I was going to say, like, it's like, when you hate someone, even when they do something nice, you're like, oh, they were caring for me, but I could tell they were pretending to care. But then it took a very black turn.
God. I get damn spooked out by this kind of stuff.
Same.
I'm damn, dude. I'm aliens fine, ghosts fine, everything fine. Black magic.
I was watching Cough, okay, the show.
Fuck.
And in the first, like, I'll tell you what happened. In the first 10 minutes, okay, there's one jump scare. So I switched it off and I changed to Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I'm not watching that show. Bro, I live alone. I don't want a jump scare. Jump scare is the lowest common denominator type of scare, and I'm not interested.
That's probably the only jump scare in that series. Have to give it to Cough. What a show. If you haven't watched it and you just want to feel the female experience, if you move to a new city, like the least scary thing about that show is the paranormal or supernatural stuff. The most scary thing is just the lived experience of being a woman in a city.
But I can't watch it now. Like, I'm so shit scared. Like,
I was disturbed for 48 hours.
so I'm not watching it.
Yeah, don't watch it. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying it is really, I mean, the way that they've like pulled off like that atmospheric, almost that fear and dread of you moving through public transport, moving through darkness,
Yeah.
stalkers,
But
incels.
I'm so immune to all of those that those don't scare me. Like the paranormal, I've never experienced. So I'm like, I don't want to experience that because like it's so sad, but I've gotten desensitized to like on the road. Like it's very sad. I'm not saying it's not cough worthy, but I'm just like, when I saw that, I was like, oh, why is she scared? Some guys following her, but it is very scary.
You
It
know
is.
what? I'll tell you what it is. I swear, living in Bombay now for 3 years, that instinct in me, that survivor instinct, has really switched off. And every time I go back to Delhi, I'm like freshly reminded that I need to switch it back on. Because when I landed in Delhi this time, and it was noon, it was 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I forgot my charger. I walked out of the airport super confidently because I was like, I'll charge it in Bluetooth, I'll have a coffee, etc. And my phone was dead, and I ran around trying to look for it. No one had it. Then I was like, should I take a Meru cab? Then I was like, what if the driver finds out my phone is dead? Will I ever make it home? And this is me at noon. Noon in a city where I know every street. I've been on those streets. I know everything. And I'm like, fuck. I can't, as a 33-year-old woman, to be so afraid at like in broad daylight.
It's a very valid fear, but my brain just doesn't go those places, which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
It's a good thing that you live in a city where you don't need to go to those
Yeah.
places, or you live in a setup where you don't need to go to those places. I'd even say that because I'm sure there are pockets of Mumbai where,
Of course.
yeah, and we are kind of saved from them.
I don't think Mumbai is as safe as it used to be like 10, 15 years ago.
You feel it on the streets?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. I just like I don't want to say much because I feel like I'll dox myself. Like, but you know, the eyes have started lingering a bit more, and I also understand that it could just be that
Your
like
fits are that.
slay. Like, no, I'm saying what a bitch.
Sorry.
It's like, oh, my fashion is so immaculate that these people, I was saying it could just be that India has a staring problem and I'm doing my 10,000 steps. So I'm on the streets for 100 minutes a day. So maybe I'm just more out in the wild,
Yeah.
And there's a lot of construction. So there's a lot of people involved with that construction and all of that. So it could just be that. But I will say, having a dog gives me some semblance of safety because the Bahar wala doesn't know like anything about like my dog bites for all intents and purposes. Yeah. My dog bites.
And I also
He'll
think,
fuck you up.
like you kind of look at yourself, you have a very like cosmopolitan lifestyle. And when you kind of put it against the disparity in a city, it feels almost wrong or illegal to be having the life that you have, because it kind of, you're like, oh, of course, like a modern girl will smoke and wear this and travel late, so she must be doing something crazy. And actually, even in Cough, like the one, it was really sweet. They keep touching on like these things in a very small way through the series, but like in the beginning, in the first episode, all the girls want to move out into their own apartment. And just the whole thing of like, what do you think I'm going to do there? I'm just going to call guys and have sex with them all the time? No, I just want to put up my pink frames on the wall. I want to watch my fucking Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I want to bake. I want to do yoga.
I don't want to bake.
Like, why?
Yeah.
Like,
I just want to have like a cute spot where I can eat like pizza with my friends.
Yeah.
Yuck, we sound like such a cliche, but that's literally all girls want.
I literally, fuck.
I'm not interested in anything else. I'm just interested in like having chill vibes. Why is it so hard to have chill vibes?
Exchange rate on chill vibes.
Vibes.
It's fucked.
Yeah.
Moving
Can
on.
you do your difference between the V and the W?
It depends. If there's V and W come really close together, like today, waves is happening in Mumbai. Waves. Can't say waves. It feels weird.
I say waves.
Wavery.
My ex and I were part of a big group in college. The guy who was my ex's roommate slept with all of us girls in the group, and no one had any idea. The guy was sneakily ticking off each one of us, and we were too embarrassed to talk about it amongst ourselves because we unanimously disliked that guy. But somehow he charmed all of us. We got to know that all of us had slept with him 2 years after we graduated. This has happened in my friend circle also. Not like sleeping with, but like flirting with, or like having a secret scene with. And you know what? The problem with dating an embarrassing guy is no one wants to talk about it. But everyone is so like, but then this guy will talk about it at some point and then he'll play everyone. So however embarrassing the guy you're dating is, talk about it.
I want to know something. Like, if you, for the, the fake feminist, woke, soft boy, is there a playbook? Because they all have the same play. And
Yeah.
how do you know it?
Have you
Or is
seen-
it like a genetically passed down like survivor instinct? Why don't I simp and catch every weak female in this room, corner her and tell her that she's special?
My question is, how do they all have a tote bag? How do they know the uniform?
How do they all play the ukulele?
How do they always have a half sleeve kurta? On my life, you go to Fab India, there's no half sleeve kurta.
But this
They
fucker-
find it.
Bro.
sick. Do you think it's the tailor who sells fuckboy kurtas?
Do you think there's a Reddit thread where they all amalgamate?
Have you seen the Logan Paul thing where he was like, I'm trying to say this without coming off as a woke asshole, but
women have it really hard. Just like, thank you so much.
Logan up. I don't understand. I feel like if a man says he's a feminist, he's out. Okay. If he's doesn't say he's a feminist, he's out. So who's in?
That's the joke. No one's in.
That's why we don't talk about
You know
the guys
what? You know
very-
what dating, heterosexual dating now is? It's a soda. It's a bargain. You're like, I know that you don't really respect me as a woman, but I'll believe that thoda sa you respect me.
Bro, you know, recently a guy told me to my face, he was like, you have to earn my respect. And I was like shocked.
Shut
I
the
was like, how
fuck
can
up.
he say that to my face? Me, a beautiful, strong woman.
You're not even that good looking.
Yeah. I was
You're not
like,
even-
no, I don't have to earn your respect. And he was like, well, I disagree. And I was like, literally, suck my dick. Suck my dick 4 ways to hell. I'm not interested in this conversation. Like, but I was just like, ऐसे मुंह पे disrespect, meaning go do it behind my back like a man.
You know what's become even harder now? Vouching for a friend, a male friend.
Balls.
Balls.
Bro.
I'm not doing
The
it.
CID could not make me vouch for my friend. First, I'd be like, yesne kiya hoga.
The scariest phone call you receive, or like, you know, is somebody who calls you aside, like a girl, and she's like, you know, this guy, he's your friend, you've known him really long. Is he a nice guy? And I don't want to answer that question.
Means forget like their habits, whatever. Like, I genuinely think my friends, like, you know, they closetly respect women. But like in term, I'm like, why do you want to go for him? Bhai, tumhara sab acha chal raha hai, ye hai lukha. Why do you want to date him? Means I've never seen a relationship and gone like, oh, the guy's out of her league. I've always said like, why is she with this chingus? Like, it's so irritating. Like, it's just, you know, it's what happens to women. It's horrible. But I will say that
Respect to all the male editors on this production team who
Means
listen
they
to them
know.
being shat on. Like, everyone sitting here with a straight face. Like,
yesterday only we were saying
Yeah.
Naina's millennial urge to protect men's feelings. But if it's not about them, they will not take the arrow
That's
and shove
true.
it up their
That's
ass.
true.
If it's about them, they should sit there and reevaluate their lives. Like, actual feminist men understand that it's not about y'all.
all the millennial women listening, Sakshi is going to give you a pity.
Yeah.
Please remember, respect
no
is
need.
not earned. Oh, sorry, different CTAs.
There's a lot of
different CTAs.
I
for
don't have to
different
earn
folks.
respect. Other people have to earn it. You know, I want bring back double standards for me, for women. You know, I don't mind that. Like, I will truly. This is my
Yeah, yeah.
small little mound. It's not a hill. It's a mound of sand that I would like to stand on. And I know y'all will blow with like a Dyson blow dry and erode my mound of sand. But I just want to stand there and stand my ground.
We have not smoked anything. I just want to say this is us.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's like 9 in the morning. And we don't smoke.
My ex and I were a part of this big group in college. The guy who was my ex's roommate slept with all of...
I just read this.
Fuck. I'm sorry. I
Is
digested,
she okay?
I digested too hard. 1 second.
I'm also listening. I'm like, it sounds so similar to the last
सबके life में यही कहानी. Okay, back in second year of medical school, a junior resident who's a gold medalist, smart, experienced, the whole package fell for a ward boy. Question mark, question mark, question mark. And not even a real ward boy. He was a temporary step-in. Okay, whatever.
Fake ward boy.
Now, a cute underdog type either. Sorry, not a cute underdog type either. He had a little squint a limp and wasn't even officially employed, literally just a stand in during COVID. Who is this salty person?
Yeah, she's just a hater.
But they were in it. Duty room makeouts, full blown romance. She eventually bought him a bike. Guards wouldn't let him park it in the staff park.
What the fuck? You're not a real boss boy. They start dancing on Kukkad Kamal that for the parking spot.
I love women because you have to put in the fucking randomest details into this conversation. And you think that was the climax? It wasn't
I hope not.
parking the musical.
Tarzan the Wonder Bike.
They got married. Did he park at the wedding?
His own Bharat. I'll have to stop.
आगे बढ़ो.
ये real bad boys के लिए है.
Her family cut ties. Oh shit. Now sad music.
Me.
They got married. Her family cut ties. She doubled down, enrolled him into PSC Pharma. Sorry, this whole story is killing me. Sorry. No, let it happen. We
I
get
haven't
views.
carried concealer. How do you buy a bike without your parents finding out?
She's a doctor, bro. They earn some bucks.
What is this person's problem?
I don't understand. By the way, this is in the section that is tell us a secret you can't tell anyone. The secret is that you're the most judgmental person in India.
But I get it also. But I want to know where did he park the bike? Means if a doctor, like nepotism has to work in all industries. If I'm dating a doctor, you cannot stop me from parking my vehicle in the hospital.
If it was a female ward woman who had married a male doctor, we would not be facing this issue.
Yeah, that's so true. It goes both ways.
It was.
Yeah. It
It
goes
goes
away.
both. I can't speak. Oh.
Damn. Imagine she became a doctor and her family still found a reason to cut
I
ties.
swear.
I mean, your family
I
never liked you,
swear.
babe. You stay with this Kukkad Kamalda. I'm telling you.
We took a little break.
And you know what? We have also changed our herbal infusion flavor. This is the Pakka chamomile and lavender for nighttime sleep, which is going to be accompanied by stories and dreamy confessions. And y'all bitches better make it cute. I want to try it first.
Let's try it first.
Taste test.
I thought we were doing ASMR.
Oh. Well, wake the fuck.
Go to sleep.
Yeah, I can taste the lavender.
Yeah. I'm
Yum.
ready to get into some like silk pajamas and get into bed. But we're here to shoot a full day, so let's get into the stories. Wait. Okay.
Do you have any confessions for anyone?
Confessions. I have a confession. मैं तो बोलती रहती हूँ मेरा क्या है? Love you and all.
Love you too. Fuck. The longest pause in the world.
Okay. I'm going to read a love letter to. Am I reading it to myself? It's just for me? Okay. I'm going to read a love letter to myself sent by a very sweet
Can I read
fan.
it?
Oh, of course, you can read it.
Okay. Dear Nana, if a genie appeared right now and offered me one wish, I wouldn't ask for riches or peace or fame. I'd just ask for the chance to know you, to really know you, to ask you the questions that matter and hear your answers when you're not performing for the mic, but just being you. I keep coming back to this one dream. It's 7 p.m. in Bandra and we're walking into Izumi. We order a bowl of edamame and some sake. The table between us is mostly bare. Because the real offering is conversation. We talk about the things we love, the things we've lost, and the lives we hope to live. Eventually, we substitute the edamame with sushi, the rhythm of the night flowing like our conversation. Quiet and kind. And by the time we've eaten our fill, I look at you and say, with every fiber of truth, this night has been lovely. Nothing will ever top it. Babe, if you're saying it with every fiber of truth, say something better. This night has been lovely. I say that for everything.
It's a first date. Give them a chance.
Sorry. That's the fantasy. A quiet night and full heart and you. I'm so sorry. It's very sweet.
It's very
yeah.
Thank you.
Moving on. I'm so sorry.
You know,
Do you like edamame?
I like the flavored edamame.
Yeah. Relax, huh? This
Yeah, I don't know why
I do
I'm
like.
trying
I love it. Actually, it's my favorite dish in the whole world is edamame. No, I'm asking so that this person can.
I do like. I really like this evening that you've painted for us. And I do really love Izumi.
And it has to be 7 p.m. in Bandra.
Yeah, 7 p.m. Bandra is perfect. I follow the circadian rhythm for myself, so we'll get done by sunset. I love it. I'm so sorry. I'm taken in a next life.
Yeah.
Let's do
next.
Moving on.
Sorry.
Moving
That's, I just had to take the joke.
Yeah.
Okay. While we were talking about something, he caught me off guard. He asked, "Can I kiss you?" I said, "But there is no going back from this." He said, "Never. We got married last November, been together for 7 years."
Wow.
That is so cute.
Aw. You guys made it through the 7-year itch. That's like.
You guys made it through the pandemic.
That's like.
That's insane. Respect.
Respect.
Means y'all really love each other.
Yeah.
Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. That's wild. This is so sweet. I'm allergic.
Do you have parking available?
तुम बाइक कहाँ पे पार्क करते हो? Oh my god, actually, not even joking. If I was at the mall if I was in the mall parking lot with a guy and he couldn't find parking, I would get the ick. Like,
Really?
it's not his fault. I understand the mall parking is full.
Yeah.
But a man needs to find parking.
If we've reached P3, it's over.
It's, no, it's like, don't struggle. Just be like, we'll find it.
like roll the window down and pass some money.
Whatever. That's none of my business. But if a man can't find parking and he's like, "Oh, I can't find," like, where is your parking ability? Squeeze in between two cars.
Oh my god, but I love when boys do really boy things. Things that are meant to be like boy things, like parallel park, or like they can just reverse out of something very complicated without having to go,
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
But the best thing a man can do is when you're struggling to parallel park, give the right instructions. Like, don't be like, like, say nice things. Like, be like, you're doing amazing. Like, it's not your fault. Yes, the divider showed up out of nowhere.
And that's what dividers do. No one talks about this. Dividers randomly appear.
And they divide relationships.
One thing that could be an ick. Now boys have become soft. They use rear view cameras to park. Sorry. I want to live in a world. My dad parked the car without looking back. And
Yeah.
had no scratches.
Yeah.
So why do you have a camera for this?
That's
The
true
pits.
peak. If like someone doesn't use like, just like parks. And the biggest ick is if you ever bump into another car. Like if you're like, don't drive at that point. You're not serving any purpose. I'm like going through these pakka herbal infusions.
I know, you're really
I'm really
knocking
enjoying
them
them.
back.
But I love a good beverage.
Yeah, I do. Sakshi's fridge is stacked. Like it's such a good. It's like Dora the Explorer. You open and there's so many possibilities. And yet I'm always dehydrated, so I don't understand the talmeal of this. But what you remember when we were younger and you had to go and like flirt and kiss in public spaces. What was your most exciting public space to sneak a kiss?
I think like a park. How romantic till you like zoom out. Zoom out and then there's the uncles and aunties on walks.
I think parking lot, definitely.
In the car?
No, behind like a car.
Oh.
That kind. Because when I ever kissed someone in a park, we had to stand behind like ferns and stuff. Like it was
Yeah,
very
in the
like,
bushes.
Yeah, and then you're like, God, God.
That's our culture. No, but I do think like, in the moment I wasn't excited. I was like very scared, very nervous. And now I'm like, kiss me hai kya?
Kiss is the best.
Yeah.
I love first base. First base is awesome.
Amazing. Me, I love no.
Like the most romantic physical intimacy is everything till the bedroom.
I think holding hands is
So hot.
romance. Everything after that is you're a sick fucks. Like gross.
Like waffle hands, like when you
Yeah.
hold like this.
I think actual romance is giving me a foot massage.
That's elite level romance.
Yesterday I got a foot massage and that guy rolled my pants up. And I'm not joking. He asked me, "Aapka waxing tha ki foot massage?" And I was like,
So
if you hate me, just say it.
the key to getting massages when you haven't waxed is that you disassociate from your body. Like you have to disassociate from the body hair. Because if you see your toe hair, it's over. Like below my knee is a different person. Above my knee is the superstar.
Below my knee is a 50-year-old uncle wearing a banyan and lungi. Above, I'm wearing a crochet top. Whatever. What's in a little body hair? Little toe
Nothing.
hair?
Little toe hair.
Yeah.
Never hurt anyone.
Just a baby little hair.
That's one part. Okay, what do you think of this part of your relationship when you reach the point where your partner like sees your body hair for what it really is? You show a little arm, then you get a little like small this thing, maybe like armpit hair peeks through.
I'm so conscious that the day I stop shaving,
Yeah.
I'm like, obviously I'm not into this person anymore. Like,
I have the opposite. I'm like the day that I stop, like the day that I don't feel the urge to remove my body hair is the day that I found the one.
yeah, fair enough. But I'm like just a very like I need the packaging to be nice so I can, because I'm saying such unhinged stuff that I'm like, chalo, at least he shouldn't know I pee.
If you ever want to pick a fight, you want to win a case, you want to move into a new house, just look really good. Grooming is very important. There's nothing superficial about it if you live in a superficial world. It's par for course. This is my
It's what?
PSA. It's like it is something that you need to do.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
If you don't want me to look nice, then don't treat me better when I'm looking nice.
Um,
I like how we come back to that every single time, huh? Okay, so I'm an intern, fresh into the madness of medical college, and my first rotation is ortho, aka bone breaking, ego crushing hell. The seniors, toxic. The stress, unholy. And then he walks in. La 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 la. Tall, hot, confident.
Step in what boy? I had to.
You had
It
to.
was right there.
Starts flipping through patient files like he owns the place. I go, who is that? Turns out, new senior resident, and he is absurdly attractive. He asks my name. That's it. Gone. Why am I getting excited?
I'm getting damn excited. Something about a hot doctor.
Bro.
It's like generationally accepted. You can't go into a house where a person doesn't accept that, the partner in your life.
Is a doctor, yeah.
DJ is very difficult, let me tell you.
What?
Moving forward.
I missed it.
I was like, doctor's easy, DJ is hard.
I thought you said BJ. I was like, what?
DJ is not very accepted as a conversation in any family.
Okay. He asks my name. That's it. Gone. 2 days later, we meet again. He remembers me. We're in OT together. He compliments my every move. Bro, I don't want to be the patient on the table when this ishq ladana is happening.
Can you
ever.
imagine her washing her hands and she's like, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. It's like, you're so thorough. Just-
He compliments my every move, calls me excellent. Shut the fuck up. Smiles, glances. I'm falling hard, y'all.
Patient is bleeding out on the table.
ये मेरी हड्डी वापस जाएगी कि नहीं?
मैडम आपका सर्वाइकल है क्रॉनिक इशू
I do what any sane intern would. Stalk him. I don't want doctors falling in love on my...
Why do doctors have so much free time? I fucking bajawed my bartan for you. Like, come
He's
on.
single.
Yeah.
But then ortho ends. I moved to anesthesia. Sad, right? Bro, don't become an orthopedic. You won't pay
don't become an
attention.
anesthesia. What is
like-
the what is the word?
Anesthesiologist. Anesthetic.
No one
Anesthesiologist. I dated
Yes.
a guy whose mom was an anesthesiologist. So if
Anesthesiologist.
I'm not saying it right, I'm fucked. He anyway thinks I'm damn dumb. Wrong. Faith says, not yet. Bro, this is Chat GPT for sure. The hyphens are Chat GPT.
It's fine. It's nice. I appreciate it. I appreciate that you.
I just want to say the people that send in to Chai and Chitti, the Desi crime people, they don't use Chat GPT. I feel. Wrong. Faith says, not yet. We're in the same OT again. He says, hello. Says, thank you. Keep staring while I work. I'm officially obsessed. So now I ask you, what do I do with this real life Grey's Anatomy plotline? Do I shoot my shot or scrub out?
I love the fun.
Yeah. Shoot your shot, babe.
I need to leave this room.
But I'm just like, what has he done? He said thank you. Means politeness goes such a long way and men are still not able to crack the code. Like, it's guts.
It's not black magic. It's just compliment.
It's just good manners.
It's just good manners.
He said, thank you. We're like, whoa.
वो कौन है जिसने दोबारा मुड़ के मुझे thank you बोला? Who is he?
And you know, the scrubs are actually not an attractive
Not at all.
uniform. So if he's managing to pull that off, means he's hot. Or everyone else, you know, sometimes in some fields, it's like everyone else doesn't look nice. So the ab-looking person is the hot person.
I ain't like questioning. I'm very happy you found something that motivates you at work. I hope you can actually do the work while you're at your job because this sounds very alarming.
Do you think doctor couples only talk about surgery?
Do we only talk about podcasting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Means
so.
I'm asking about romantic couples. You're like, do we?
This is the most.
That's true.
Dude,
That's true.
This is guts.
Naina and I are buying property together.
Not anymore. First, I say I love you.
I said I love you.
Yeah, but the silence, everyone felt it.
Means I didn't know it was that kind of podcast. I'm already pretending to like people all the time. This is supposed to be a safe space. Like everything doesn't need to be said. Some things are understood. Don't make me ghost you. You spread rumors about me on Reddit.
If you enjoyed this episode, like we did, I'm tongue tied.
Means if y'all don't want guests, then y'all this better get views.
If this doesn't hit 2 lakhs,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Paka, we are not getting any guests. We are getting guests if it doesn't hit 2 lakhs.
Yeah.
But then if we make some mistakes, don't give us that in the comments also.
We're trying. We're trying.
But like, share, comment, subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify, please rate the episode because we deserve 5 stars.
Yeah, you know what happened? The Chaddi campaign went viral. And everyone started down-starring our podcast. We were at 4.7 and now we're at 2.9, guys.
Guys, come on.
Come on,
Come
yeah.
on.
Bring us back.
Is your underwear hookup friendly or no?
It was a commentary on over-sexualization of childhood. Is our underwear hookup friendly? No, but we in school always want to wear like sports bras.
Oh,
and
yeah,
remember?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not, we don't want to know if your underwear is a thong.
Yeah, whatever. You do you. What happens under your pants? Not our business. What happens on Spotify? Our rating, our business. So please rate it 5 on 5. And go now. Bye.
Bye.